Good evening, EU. We are back for our day 2 of the Meseeks European Invitational Showdown. That's right, new assets. Who's this? That's right, guys. We got brand new spanking assets that look amazing. As a matter of fact, I'm still trying to get used to them, and everything on point so far as that goes. On verdict, to my left, my lovely co-caster for the evening, Gilmania. He is muy guapo. Look at him. Look at that face. Look at that cam quality. He's just looking dapper, my guy.
Yeah, I'm still pretty happy about the camera situation. Like, you guys probably should have seen my face the second I realized that my boy Golden Boy came through with it, super
Yes.
OP, and well, I feel like it's a great improvement,
Oh, dude.
It looks pretty clean, but enough about myself. Verdict. We got day number 2 of these Meseeks European Invitational.
Oh, you're absolutely right, man. As a matter of fact, we've got some sweaty teams to play some sweaty matches today. As a matter of fact, I've got the winners bracket up here for you guys to see. We're going to start things off right with Stamina and Asilium. They're going to be battling it out in the best of 3 format. Bunker Rog and Gallant. They are... Bunker Rog going to get that free pass as Navi obviously forfeited on day number 1. As you can see the scores and everything in play. Anytime you see a 3-0 and a best of 3, you know it's a forfeit. Gallant looked so good yesterday. They are going to be moving on in the winners bracket as well. And, enough about the winners bracket. I think... something we should focus on too as well. Some of these teams going to be on the chopping block. It's going to be the gulag. That's right. We no longer refer to it as the losers bracket. It's the gulag because it's your last chance to prove what you got. And Nova and Meseeks EU going to be playing it out in a best of 3 format as well as Navi and Illuminati EU to wrap things up. And that's going to bring us to our first matchup, Gil. I know we're ready for it. I know we were excited to see the games yesterday from Stamina Nova. That was a banger of a best of 3, right?
Absolutely, probably the best match of the 2 of them I've seen in a bit, and that's amazing to see. But now it's gonna be Stamina again first, this time against Asylum. So I'm pretty thrilled about that.
Oh, absolutely. We got a best of 3 to come as I'm taking a look at it. We're going to start things off with a firing range hardpoint, followed by a search and destroy on standoff. If this game goes the distance, which I'm expecting it to, based off of how well these teams have been playing recently, we're going to see a Dom takeoff. Matt Vito, Stamina opting to ban Crossfire, Asilium opting to ban Summit. Operator bans are normal. No more TAC 5, no more kinetic armor, no more worries on that end. We're going to see the normal now be Annihilator and Sparrow the way it should be. So, guys, if you're just now joining in, how is this chat so empty? Because everybody's taking a look at the Ferg sensation as they were spectating. It is something that, I saw and I was like, good night. That is a huge situation to grasp hold of. But less about that, more about this. We've got 4 matches of the day ahead of us, and we're going to go ahead and jump right into match number 1. Game number 1, it's going to be a hardpoint on firing range.
Yeah, game number 1 between these 2. It's going to be quite interesting. I'm seeing the first one to get there into the hardpoint is going to be Shift. Shift with the Type 25 gets the kill. A couple more points because he got there first and starts to be given a couple more points to Stamina, getting another kill. Grace getting a double. Amazing start for Stamina as they are used to getting for a while now. Shift as per usual using that Thumper. And we were talking about it yesterday a lot, right? The fact that it's been one of those weapons on the rise on the European side, and I wouldn't be surprised if we get to see it even more in the future scene. For it's super good as long as you aim properly, you're most likely gonna get at least 1 kill or 2 with it.
No, absolutely. I'm still trying to load into the game. I'm gonna be honest with you. The emulator is finally allowing me to get in and we can catch the action. I've got the graphic quality on low and 100% not sure what the case is for that, but nonetheless, we're in it. Have a little bit of a lag, but that's okay. We still got a lot of the action left. Stamina has a huge chunk of the pie. And speaking of that Thumper, I saw the tweet from my guy Jingo. He was like, dude, if you need a good substitute for a secondary, you don't want to use a pistol or the shorty anymore. Like, no one wants to use a shorty. I get it. Use the Thumper. And the first thing I said was, bro, EU's been all over this. Why? Because they have been pioneers behind getting in front of that meta curve. These guys do such a great job of maximizing on all of the primaries and secondary weapons. Less about that, more about the game. P2, a little bit more balanced here for the guys over at Asilium as they have found a lot of time on the hill. Derek's going to make the sub in for one of the players. I'm not 100% sure who's not playing today. As I'm looking at it, you got Marvel, Balance, Feints, Sharks, and Derek's. That is a 4 starting core right there for Asilium, with the exception of Derek's. I'm not sure if he's stage 5 eligible, but Shark doing a damn good job so far on P1, P2. He's got a Predator missile and is about to get a Goliath as well.
We've taken the lead.
Yeah, that's the thing. These utilities are going to be huge. They're going to be massive. Shark could potentially try to use it in here, you know, as they rotate towards the next point. Seems like he's just waiting on it. Going to be trying to capitalize on a couple more kills before getting there. And if you think about it, that second hard point was almost completely clean for the side of Asylum, getting a good amount of points. Are now on the lead. They are now breaking through immediately. I did see that Stamina got there first, but the same way they got in, they got out. They got eliminated, and that's a great control now for the team of Asylum. The blue side are doing an amazing job. Oh my god, Marvel, 17 kills total, just wrecking, shredding through the opponents, making sure that no one is safe. There, you're gonna see that finally they get some control for Stamina, but Marvel is just tremendous job done.
Oh, Marvel is killing it right now. As a matter of fact, he's using that SVD. We're talking about, you know, the pioneers of the meta. These guys always ahead of the curve. You got the SVD in the mix. I've seen several players from this EU scene rock it completely. He's not going to be rocking the Thumper for obvious reasons. That SVD is more of along the lines like a Dragunov, with a SKS fire rate, but a damage of, you know, a little bit lower than a sniper, but something that's very viable here to respawn game mode. Maximizing to the fullest, and we've got ourselves a decent close matchup here in game number 1. Hardpoint 4 going to be opened up, and Stamina going to have the early advantage as Narcs clears the backside. He's got the Death Machine on point. Won't see that Annihilator and Sparrow again. Obvious reasons there. Those are going to be your norms. He picks up a massive 2-piece on the backside, holding off that jungle site. And spawns are going to be solidified here for Stamina. They're going to be able to rack up a lot of uncontested points, but here comes Feints and Balance to try and even things out. Balance and Feints do find a few of their on. Feints is still alive. Balance is still alive. They're making the full-on rotation, and it looks like they're going to get the retake crisp and clean. The Goliath is in play here, but it does look like... No, it is not. What happened to that Goliath? I wasn't even paying attention. It looks like it got taken down before you could even use it.
Yeah, I also thought that they were gonna get some good value off of it, but I'm not even sure how they destroyed it so quickly, you know? It's just the same way it dropped, it disappeared. I'm not too sure. What I'm sure is that this game has been back and forth all day long. Like, they're gonna be a slide lead for the side of Stamina. They are now starting to use their utilities. The Pride Missile are coming through a couple more of the score streaks. But overall, I don't see a clear winner just yet. But that small advantage is gonna vanish through as I see Balance inside of the objective, taking as many points as possible, just surviving, making sure that he's alive. The push is gonna come through Armory. Balance managed to survive, taking all those shots, and from the top there's gonna be Feints with the Death Machine, trying to keep the enemies at base, not being able to pull through. Amazing job done. This point is almost perfect for the side of Asylum, and they are so close to victory. Even taking their time to go for the kills instead of being inside of the OBJ for a little while, but they are super close to victory.
The break is finally going to come through for Stamina. They needed it desperately. As a matter of fact, Asilium know how big this P1 is. It's out in the open. Get as many points off of it as you can. They've done a great job of those rotations. They did a great job of perimeter control. It's not so much that they've won a lot of gunfights in the objective. It's so much that they set themselves up to have that great perimeter control. And, you know, now they're sitting pretty nicely. They got a 29 point, not even 29, it's 19 points that they close this game out, but we all know how devastating this P2 could be. Armory American, whatever you guys want to call it, is very lethal, and the hold is going to come through strong. They got a 6-man in point for Stamina. The Sentry Gun, I'm not 100% sure whose Sentry Gun it is. The break comes through on the back of a Predator missile, but it's not going to be enough. The objective is still held. Stamina holding on to their last little stand. All they need to do is pick up 12. They've surpassed the guys over to Asilium, but Asilium able to pull out that cluster strike on the backs of Marvel. Frag it out. 32 kills on board. Grizz gonna find the SVD shot to the face. 140 to 141 to 141. Now Asilium has taken the lead. Now back in favor of Stamina. They take it after the cluster strike ends, and they only need 2 seconds. They're going to get it easy. There's nobody there for Asilium to contest. A hell of a fought battle there in that P2 rotation. And sure enough, Stamina, on the backs of having some great stamina, persevere, take game number 1. I mean, the power shift was going back and forth, back and forth. I couldn't tell. Based off that cluster strike, I'm sure Asilium was going to take the bag, but here comes Stamina with the upset. They pull it off. They take game number 1, 150 to 139. Was it 143? Good God, that was a hell of a close game.
Super close. A hell of a game for us to start up with. You said it. 34 kills for Marvel, only dying 18 times. He may not have been the OVJ player, but sure was the Slayer that the team needed. And, well, it could be a bit problematic if you think about the fact that 3 players were pretty negative on the side of Asylum, you know. Marvel was definitely carrying through, making sure that they were safe. But if your allies are just not winning most of those gunfights, well, you're going to struggle in there. And that's exactly what Stamina did. They were trying to brute force their way in. It worked at the end. You said it yourself. I didn't see a clear winner for the entirety of this game purely because of how close it was to one another. But that is going to be Stamina starting with the right foot on this match.
Yeah, Marvel not putting in the objective time. Nobody cares right now. Dude dropped 34 and 18. You are absolutely right. He's goated. Man is just lethal. Able to get ahead of the curve and use a gun that not a lot of people are able to use in a respawn situation. Made the most of it. And I got to say, bro has been on for a while now. If you haven't been on the Marvel train, jump on it. It's not too late. Bro is an absolute slayer. As we're going to dive right into game number 2 here shortly as players still going to be on the same side. We're going to deal with a search and destroy standoff, and we know how well the guys over at Stamina do here on this map alone. Not only on this map, but in this game mode in particular. So, Fergan Vague exposing Raid. What do you think? Is he a hacker? You know what? I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know if I can make a fair assumption on it. These guys know a lot more than I do in regards to what looks natural and what doesn't. I'm just the talent behind the booth that, you know, you guys got to deal with on a regular basis, whatever I'm casting. So, you know, if I could say or make an input, I hope he's not, because he's a great player. I hope he's just naturally cracked. And I hope that, you know, he isn't making those poor choices. You know, but a great choice for us right now is to dive straight into that search destroy standoff. We saw how well Stamina play on maps like this, or not maps like this, but game modes like this in clutch situations yesterday. Can they do it again?
Well, for now, the first blood is gonna be
No, we're in a frickin' lobby.
What am I? Yeah, I was like, wait, something's off. Yeah, we're gonna have a redo for this game. Unfortunately, one of the players had issues. I think it was on Stamina side. I'm not too sure what happened there, but we're gonna be back onto it as soon as possible. Do not worry about it, fellas. But yeah, you said it. Search and destroy standoff. It's just gonna be pretty. I'm just super excited. The map rotation is also pretty nice for these two, which makes it even better in a way.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And I was looking at chat as well, trying to entertain them on that whole Raid situation. Didn't Ferg just claim Raid as the best player in EU too? And I don't know if he's you know, I don't know if he was being sarcastic in that regard, or if he just didn't know. If he was, you know, up on the chopping blocks for, you know, a potential hack situation. I'm not even going to entertain that idea. We're going to continue on. I just find it to be interesting, and I find it to be something that I wasn't able... Okay, game number 2 try is going to be right back in the same lobby. So we're going to double back down, jump back into the booth, and give these guys a third chance. Third time's the charm, right?
Yeah, third time's the charm. I'm not too sure. What the issue might be, the game is frozen. Okay, I can move now. But yeah, hopefully we can get it sorted out as quickly as possible. You said third, and well, for now, who is the player for us to watch? Do you think Marvel is gonna come through also for search and destroy, or maybe some of his allies are gonna?
Marvel's going to be the one that has to shine here.
No
if they
doubt.
have a chance at making a 2-0 run, it's going to be on the backs of Marvel popping off, because on the flip side of things, you've got Drari, who has been so damn good recently. Since this new update, the Type 25 just seems to be his new boo thing, man. This guy just doesn't go anywhere without it. And he knows how to use it in clutch situations. But also, you got to consider, we saw Narc's movement. Is bro not cracked? Is bro not have that JuJu movement? Does he not have the moves like Jagger?
I mean, I would say he does. Like, there's a way for the majority of people to play, but that is way above average. That's for sure. Drari finds the first snipe onto balance. That is gonna be starting the snipe battle yet again. Amazing shot there for the side of Stamina. Starting off with the right foot yet again. The bomb is not being planted purely because of how good the side of Asylum are defending this side. Darox gets a kill, Shark does too. There's gonna be trades left and right. The player advantage continues to be in favor of Stamina Shift, carrying the bomb, trying to go through the enemies and try to plant the bomb as quickly as possible, but it's not being easy. The defense continues to be there. Grace is gonna take another kill, so is Narcs. With Marvel left alone, Narcs finds the double. Narcs is causing terror. Didn't he drop like, what, 15 yesterday?
Something like that, bro. Bro was just ridiculously cracked. Him and Drari are a lethal combo, and then you throw Grizz in the mix, shut the front door. There's no dice. This Search or Destroy isn't going to take us to a Game 3 on the backs of that Stamina team alone. And I know that the graphics or the game looks a little weird right now. I'm going to restart the emulator after this game because I have no idea what's going on. It's like not rendering, and you see things, you know, spread out on the map. Nonetheless, the Search or Destroy is going to go on. We're going to see the bomb get planted in a little bit of a less aggressive approach here from Asilium. A much-needed one now. You give the opponents what they want, and sure enough, you are able to take it right back from them. Shift going to be last one alive. Marvel picks up his first. The quick scope's on point. Bomb's going to get defused. And that is going to be a round tying us up at 1 for Asilium. Oh, okay. Shark said, you know what, bro, you can have it. Marvel's like, hey, give me that bomb. I want it. I got the last kill. It's my rights. I earned it.
Nice work.
Yeah, the unwritten rule, you get the last kill, you get to defuse the bomb if there's time for you to get there. And, well, that is going to be the tying round 1-1. And much more aggressive also Stamina, you know. We saw the aggressive defense last time from Asylum, then they decided it was not the right move. They wanted to try something different. It worked out as they were they found themselves in a 2 versus 1 where it was an easy take there. Balance when the Thumper takes a kill. Shift also taking a huge amount of damage but manages to survive. The trophy system in place. Balance try to be aggressive but gets taken out. Faints gets the kill with a pistol. And, well, you were talking about the fact that most people were using the Thumper. Seems like some still like the good old-fashioned pistol, you know?
Oh, yeah, that J358, if you hit your shots, it can be very, very, you know, beneficial. I believe it's a 2-shot from anywhere on the map. I don't believe it has any kind of bullet drop-off, if I'm not mistaken. I know that was the case a few seasons back. I don't know if that's still the case here. Shark and Marvel, however, going to have a 2v3 to deal with the bombs planted. They got 35 seconds to make the move. Marvel's on the flip side of things. He's going to be taken down as Narcs able to find another shot. Shift going to close it out, and that is going to be Stamina taking the 2-1 advantage. That Thumper is OP. I love the J358. You know, more importantly, I just love the diversity. I don't like seeing, you know, primary shorty. Sniper shorty. I don't like seeing that. I like seeing a little bit of variety in my life. And, you know, the MW11 is viable. The J358 is viable. The Thumper is hella viable. And this is what you get here when you're watching the EU competitive scene. It's always a variety of whatever the meta is in combination of what they can use comfortably. And that Thumper just seems to kind of fit right in the middle of that.
Yeah, and when you have so many options, being creative is always so important. You said it, I think it was last game, being ahead of the meta is 100% a thing. Because sometimes people get used to the same old stuff and, well, instead of trying out new sort of configurations or new varieties of weapons, of sets of attachments, you get used to the same thing. And, well, we've seen Europe be creative and come up with new stuff like the Thumper, like the AMAX, and so many more good stuff. And it can be a surprise for your enemies, right? If you are just using something that they are not aware of how good it is, they may be caught off guard. And actually, the mental state is also pretty important, where you can just begin to doubt yourself onto that specific game as to if you should try to copy what they're doing or if you should continue with the same. For this time around, Stamina have not been able, sorry, to have the same kind of performance. Balance was trying to go for the sneaky defusal. No, I think those Marvel.
Yeah, Marvel was trying to, put his hand in the cookie jar without getting slapped, and sure enough, Inferno on the push up gets that info from the player that dropped. He picked up that last kill. Inferno gonna be able to clutch the round up, and again, the game's not rendering properly. Obviously, you see things on screen that are not there. I'm gonna restart the emulator after this, I promise. And Voodoo, we have to redo the in-game overlay. So if you're coming in and you're from the Meseeks squad, you were excited about seeing some new graphics. We still got them. It's just there are some things that need to be. Oh my goodness, what is that? Rendering on point. This is what I deal with when I play Warzone, bro. Not COD Mobile. Come on, get your act together, PC. Crap in the bed right now.
I mean, at least it's not as bad as it used to be on Warzone at some point, right? With the graphics just completely filled the screen.
Oh my god, dude! You played Rebirth. It was like you look up at the sun, you couldn't see anything, and when you look down, it was ridiculous. Try and watch some of my older streams from when I played Warzone if they're still there. It is just absolutely dumb. I'll post some pictures later too in lobby for you guys to see. But right now, as you can see, there's no floor on the ground for Feints. Look at that. Obviously, he's walking on something. Man's Jesus right now. Gonna be walking in, on space alone, but it's a 2v2. Shift and Narcs seem to have things under wrap, but Narcs looking to lead the pack. Over. What's wrong, Hirsch? Oh, the wife is in the laundry room, and he doesn't like that because he can't go in there with her. Feints on the rotation over, only has 2 kills on board, is going to take a few bullets, and Narc's going to be right there for the rotation. Our Feints actually will be right there on the rotation there, so Narcs and Shift have some pretty decent control. They got 25 seconds left on the clock, and you can see their opponents, they're falling back, they're waiting for the moves to come through, and Stamina looking to get this bomb plant down. They're going to have to deal with Marvel first, as he's going to be a pain if you allow him to stay right there on that haze site. And you see the rotation over for Feints. He gets the information that they are making the plant. Oh, Narcs gets caught out in the open on the rotation back to boxes. That's tough. 2v2 scenarios can get a bit dicey. Now it's going to be left up to the big man Shift, who is actually going to be taken down by Feints. And we're going to be flipping sides, still with Stamina in a 3-2 advantage.
Oh, that the Fusel and 5 rounds are done. We're swapping sides, and well, I definitely liked a little bit better of Stamina when they were playing there on the offensive role. Now that they're defending, do you think they're gonna continue to try to be aggressive in a sense, or is it gonna be just pure defense from them?
No, I think they're gonna be, they're gonna play their game as they normally would, and that's going to be, you can see it right there. It's a 2-1-2 split. You got 2 on A, 2 on B area, like that deli site. You got 1 in the middle. They get that first pick, make it 2 as Drari. As I mentioned, the man, the myth, the legend himself has just been so clutch. Actually going to be picking up the DLQ to snipe too, so that's interesting. How many other snipers do we have on the board? Because everybody here, with the exception of Grizz, could probably pop off with a sniper at any given point. And I say that Grizz probably could out-snipe some of the lobby as well, so he's going to be taken down, however, as Shark's actually going to get the shots to the land, and Feints going to be another victim. 3-for-1 trade's going to favor Stamina, and now we're going to see that aggression not pay off, though, as we saw one more player push up. They're going to try and even things up and try and get this bomb plant down. Asilium only have 2 alive. They got to deal with Narcs, Drari, and Shift, as well as a bomb plant.
So far, it doesn't seem like they are gonna have an easy time. The way that Stamina have spread out throughout the both bombs, it's pretty good. Nox, of course, as per usual, gonna be sniping. He realized that the opponents were over at Delhi and tries to rotate in. The push is coming through. Less than 40 seconds on the clock, and there's only Balance and Shark for the side of Asylum. They're trying to make something happen. They're being patient. They are trying to make their rotations, but those rotations gotta come in soon. Drari takes the kill onto Balance. Shift takes the kill onto Shark. That is gonna be the 4-2 advantage, continuing to be for Stamina. Let's be reminded, for those of you that may have gotten here late, the first game was a victory for Stamina, and well, so far so good for them. They're trying to close it out in a 2-0.
I mistyped there. I was like, Asilium went wrong. We saw the comeback there in the end of the game. That P2 was devastating for Asilium. They had... well, the MF lied to me. Yeah, I lied. I'm sorry, guys. I actually completely forgot, to be honest with you. I'm sitting here trying to deal with the game and make sure it's running stable. Stamina looking pretty decent, though. They could possibly close this thing out in a 2-0 fashion as long as they continue this strong defense. 2-for-2 trades come through. Inferno going to find balance to even things up. That's going to clear the bomb over at the A site, and Marvel's the only one there to kind of pick it up in a timely manner without it getting noticed. Inferno drops, but Inferno able to dish out the thumper shot. That is absolutely wild when you're able to put that shot on point enough to take down one of your opponents before you go. I've seen it all too often. Fate's going to catch Narcs yet again on the transition into that deli site, and it's a 1v1 shift. He's been pretty clutch here in the Search and Destroy. He's got all the power. He's got bomb covered. Feint's going to have to rotate in, and this might be devastating for Feints. This might put stamina in a match point. Oh, okay. Feints knows he's there. Gonna get the angle. Oh, no. Doesn't hit the SMRS shot. That's tough.
I definitely thought that was going to be a kill with the SMRS, but it seems like he didn't even get a hit marker on that one. Shift still thinks that he's on the other side, but Feint went all the way around, brings in the kill and the round, in a key round for the side of Asylum, as they could have been in a disastrous 5v2. 5-2, but now they are only one round away from at least tying the score. So far, they have struggled in most of the rounds. Narcs gets the first blood onto Marvel. One of their snipers is down. Narcs, tremendous job. Already, verdict, already double digits in only 8 rounds so far. Narcs is just completely out of his mind right now. He has been for a while now, and it's just crazy how this man snipes. And now, Shark killed himself, wow. I'm assuming on accident. I'm not too sure what happened. Grace gets a kill. And that's only Feints and Balance alive. Yeah,
you got to take a moment to realize that you're gonna be giving your opponent's match point here if you don't collect yourselves. Bomb is in the hands of Balance. That's a great sign. Feints is still alive. Gives me hope. We saw the clutch was real here for him last round, but Narcs shuts him down. The shot's on point. We've seen snipers all too often own this map, and when you got guys like Narcs on the opposite end of the spectrum, it is so tough to make any kind of clean rotations. Even when you're in your spawn site, there's nowhere you can hide on this map. These guys know all of the little nooks and crannies, all those little secret spots to pop up and hit you where you least expect it. And all the wall bangable spots as well, as we saw Narcs just try and take some shots there. He's moving so fast, my emulator can't even keep up, bro.
Yeah, moving just so fast. The bomb is gonna be planted though. Balance gets it. 7 kills in. Has the thumper, just making sure that no one's around. Derek's gets the kill into Grace. That is good. That is huge. 35 seconds on the clock. I see that Narcs is trying to push in through the wall, trying to go for the wall banks. Not gonna be working out. Finds an opponent, misses the shot. Narcs was barely surviving that, but now gets pushed over. This is gonna be a 5 versus 2. Shift and Grace and Drari, sorry, haven't left alone. Shift with the Type 25, Drari with the sniper. Marvel comes through with the snipe. Grace just couldn't keep up with so many opponents at once. Gets taken out, in a flawless round for Asylum. Continues to bring hope for the stream.
Yeah, this is exactly what you need. You need a flawless victory there in that round in order to boost that confidence, because you're in a position where if you lose this game, you're back to you're in the gulag. You know, you're gonna have a second chance in that double elimination style bracket, but in all reality, man, that bracket on the bottom side, the gulag side of things, are looking pretty sweaty already. I don't think they need any more. Need to take this to a game 3 early on. We saw how well the first matchup went yesterday. We're seeing a second time around, the first match of the day being one of the better matches that we're going to be able to see today, as Shift actually going to find the shots to land on the guys over at Fates. Fates drops bombs down. However, the 5v4 retake's going to come through. Balance isn't going to make it easy. Marvel played a little ring around the Rosie. Is going to be able to extend his life for a little bit, but we saw that. Stamina able to take him down. Our Drari actually the last one alive. Spot Shark. Oh my god, how did that not hit? Shark might be able to take him out here. Needs to find this round, and look at him. He's playing life his time so very well. Drari going to make the push up. Is going to find some shots. Shark clutches those. Fish swim. Shark's got to eat. And did eat Did Shark eat? Yeah, he ate well, bro. Massive round
He
for
ate him
him. He's got
alive.
9 on board.
Completely amazing job. That timing was just flawless. He knew that if he was pushing for him, he had the advantage. If he was not pushing for him, he was trying to defuse the bomb. So he only had to wait for a little while. Once he knew that he was not coming, went to prevent the defuse from happening, takes the kill. Shark with 9 kills, but now the start of the round is not going to be so good. A 2-for-1 trade in favor of Stamina is going to happen. The bomb is going to be planted, and that is going to be 45 seconds between life and dead for the side of Asylum, as Narcs finds the kill onto Shark. This is a 4 versus 2. Marvel and Faints are alone, are on their own, and let's see what they can do. Faints is actually in an interesting position, nonetheless. And here finds his opponent, but Narcs, like you cannot pick like that against someone like Narcs. Marvel in a 1v4 is gonna get pushed over from all different angles, but who else but Narcs, Verdict?
Oh, who else but Narcs, man? Man, just an absolute OP ending to a game. Stamina started it off strong. They finished it strong. In both the beginning of the search and as well as that round alone, saw the push come through on that A site. Inferno cleared the path as well as a few other players. Narcs able to clutch it up, and that was 100% attributed to the fact that Grizz was on that backside waiting for the push towards the flank, and he sounds off perfectly, gives the info to Narcs. Gets a few shots on him as well, so you saw the assist come through for Grizz, just absolutely on point. Stamina take the series 2-0. They're going to be moving on to the winners bracket semifinals, which we will have tomorrow for you guys. This is a 4-day event. We're in day 2, and Stamina already looking pretty good. They've taken down 2 big Stage 5 teams. Nova already in the losers, or the Gulag bracket, as well as Asylum. Back to the Gulag, my friend. Not a word I would love to hear in any regards, but sure enough, on the backs of Narcs dropping 15, just so cracked with those shots.
Yeah, it was. It's just tough for Asylum. You know, it was. We said how this match was gonna be tremendous, and it sure was. I mean, round 11 on Search and Destroy, 150 to 143 on Hardpoint. It was just so close. They fought neck to neck. But the victory was twice in a row for Stamina. Not allowing us to see a game number 3, but overall a great amount of skill level between these two teams. And, well played for Stamina moving forward. You know, always having that extra life on these double elimination tournaments is always good. So, Stamina and a good track and Asylum, well, the way you said it, they are on the Gulag now.
They are on the Gulag indeed, as I'm going to restart the emulator for this next series, which I'm looking forward to. I'm taking a look at the bracket. It's going to be Bunker Rog and Gallant. And the winner's side of things in the Gulag matches to come, Nova and Meseeks. And then we've got your Stage 4 champs as well, Navi and Illuminati, to fight it out. So while we get prepped and while I restart the simulator that seems to just want to sell at the wrong time, we're going to take a short intermission, guys. Do not go anywhere. We're going to have some more action for the Meseeks European Invitational Showdown to come. Good evening, EU. We are back for a short time, not a long time. You know, I expected to see a little bit of, action here moving forward, but unfortunately, we're going to be at a standstill for a moment as a few teams have already, not showed up. So Bunker Rog is going to be moving to the Gulag section of the tournament as they are a no call and no show, not able to play at the moment, as well as none other than the team that didn't show up yesterday for their own tournament. This is the Meseeks European Invitational Showdown. We could not get Meseeks to respond, unfortunately. How does that work? I don't know. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm just as disappointed and upset as you guys are. But nonetheless, we're still going to have a second match, which will be our final. We're on the line with the guys over at Navi to see if we can get this show on the road, as I know you guys are anticipating. That's going to be Navi and Illuminati. So bear with us as we might be on an extended break, but that's quite all right. We've still got some jams going on in the background. And maybe we will see a 1v1 in our future. Who knows? Bear with us as we get these teams in the lobby and prepared. Again, we apologize for the inconvenience, but again, we're still going to deliver some great content, guys.
Invincible.
3, 2, 1. We are live. There we go. My countdown is on air. That's right, guys. We are back for our second and last matchup of the night. That's going to be Navi and the guys over at Illuminati EU. Navi obviously forfeited yesterday. Weren't able to play on the conditions, and now Illuminati did. And, we saw that outcome. It was Illuminati versus Gallant, and Gallant is an OP team. Took it in 2. Got an opportunity to redeem themselves here in the Gulag. That's right, best of 3 Gil. What do we have ahead of us?
Well, for this final matchup of the day, best of 3, we're going to have Hardpoint on Summit, moving on to Search and Destroy Firing Range, and a potential third game of Domination on Raid. The bans from Navi are going to be Crossfire and the Sparrow. For the side of Illuminati, they ban Hagneyard and the Sparrow too. Okay, is that correct?
That's got to be a mistype. Echo, you are in trouble, my guy. Illuminati, one of these teams had to ban the Annihilator, right? That's got to be the norm, right? I'm thinking absolutely. That's the case, as I see players joining in the lobby. Kike, how's it going? Saw Viri earlier. We're going to get the show started ASAP. No, there's not any kind of correcting there. Echo might be AFK on the back end. That's quite all right. I think we're good to go, though. So, game number 1 going to start up. He's not going to... Oh, there he goes. Navi bans the Annihilator. Illuminati bans the Sparrow. Navi and Illuminati in the Gulag here. Best of 3. Winner moves forward. Loser hits the road, Jack.
Well, game number 1 is going to be here on Summit, like we mentioned. I want to start out by watching none other than Creed on the side of Navi. Creed going to be using this nade to go faster. We all know how that works. The first initial point. Let's see who gets first. Of course, it's going to be Navi. Creed is immediately going for the aggressive push, not working out as the Vice was on his left side without him realizing, not able to stop him. Great job done by the Vice, clearing off the hard point and immediately positioning himself in a place where he can get a potential advantage. Unfortunately for him, the entirety of the enemy team didn't actually go through that door. And, well, it doesn't matter too much. The Vice just chases them after, Tremendous job, 3 kills. Eventually it does get taken out, but the initial push was pretty solid, I would say, for the team of Illuminati.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I'm looking at everything. It looks like my CPU is actually being bogged down by OBS, so I don't know what the heck is going on at that end, but I'll try and clear it up. Maybe we'll get something on the back end fixed for me. At the moment, I don't know if it's the graphics, they're too OP, or what the case is there, so I'm going to try and work on that. In the meantime, we are going to be firing up for a P2 starting, where we do see Illuminati actually with the advantage, 29-11, and it does look like CPU is going to be a little better. Maybe I need to readjust my settings on the back end. I'll make sure everything's good to go for tomorrow. Nonetheless, today, obviously, we had 2 teams forfeit. Obviously, didn't see all the matches, so no harm, no foul in that, but a little bit of harm and a little bit of foul going on here. That is Navi going to be taken out of the point. Catwalk can be a bit dangerous and lethal. And the guys over at Illuminati know what's up for grabs here. They know they have to win this game in order to stay alive and have a hope. They win this one, they put themselves in a decent situation on the Search and Destroy, but got to get past this one first, and Navi's not going to make it easy.
Being on the lower bracket is never an easy situation for you to be at. So far, the advantage continues to be in favor of the side of Illuminati. Kike gonna clear that hard point and immediately getting inside. Navi trying to push forward, but they are not having the easiest time in here. Illuminati are playing quite alright, and as they start to begin their rotations towards the next point, we're gonna see that this spawn is gonna be in favor, I think, of Illuminati. Yes, I just saw kind of spawn on the back and immediately pushed forward. He just stunned himself with a nade. Stuff happens, mistakes were made. Doesn't matter too much. Immediately goes in, takes a kill, tries to go aggressive. There's a death machine inside of the OVJ and immediately getting taken out. That was not too much value of that operator. And immediately getting control of this area, all because of the good spawns that the side of Illuminati had.
Sorry, I was muted. I'm taking a look at it now, and Illuminati doing a great job here on this P3 rotation. I didn't get a chance to brief the rotations earlier, but Navi able to take advantage of a little bit of a retake here, but Look at where Illuminati are spawning. It's right here on the backside of this tower. This is like one of those ones where Navi have to dive back and send one on the flank for setup for new. As you can see, Kike actually already there. This map alone can be very devastating for rotations. One, you get that early rotation in, and sometimes it doesn't pan out, and we've seen it all too often. Players spawning just sporadically on the backside, and I don't know what the factors there are. I'm sure this Navi team's trying to figure it out themselves, as they've got a decent hold and set up here for P4 rotations. They need a solid one in order for everything to work out. I'm looking at the spawns now. They've solidified it. And, you know, I saw one of the players from Illuminati actually spotting out, so that could be a good sign. Navi doing a great job of bunkering down here in P4, though. Moro going to be trying to contest. He's going to be taken down. Again, Spawn's not going to be favoring Illuminati. That is going to give the lead to Navi as long as Paulo doesn't take that gunfight, and he does, and he loses it. And we're going to see where he spawns it. There we go. Okay, so a little more forgiving here on this P4 rotation. I did not expect that.
There's only 20 or so seconds left. Navi continues to be on their control. Donlai with the M13 is the one inside of the OVJ. He gets pushed over. He gets a kill. Doesn't matter too much. An amazing performance here on this point for Navi, as they have cleared up their opponents so efficiently that if it was not perfect, it was so close to it. Almost 60 points were given to the side of Navi, who are now in the lead at triple digits, 108 to 81. As we go back onto point number 1, the defense from the side of Illuminati are trying to make sure that they get this under control, and so far it's working out. But let's see for how long, as the side of Navi get a triple kill themselves.
They are. The advantage still going to be in favor of the guys over at Illuminati, trying to take a quick respawn win here, maybe set themselves up for a search and destroy game in which they have every right of contesting. 101 to 109. The advantage now going to be back in favor of the guys over at Navi, who seem to have gotten this P1 down and packed now. We're seeing the players make their rotations in. One by one, they're going to make the trek in. Moro's going to find himself up top. The drop to contest, absolutely clutch, is going to... Oh my god, the R9 on point from Moro, the sniper main, making some great usage of some close quarter shots with that R9. It was very lethal indeed, as I see now. P2 is where we're going to see the next action happening here in about 12 seconds, but Navi still have a little bit of a lead. As a matter of fact, they're not going to allow Illuminati to get any of those free points on the back ends of some crumb time, but still a pretty narrow game. 5-point deficit for Illuminati, very doable. We've seen upsets come through on this map, and, you know, I'm not saying that this is going to see what we're going to see here, but I'm already seeing a spawn in favor of... Nope, never mind. Illuminati lose it. So Navi actually with a decent advantage, but Moro is going to be shut down, and the contest is not going to come through. Only 20 points needed now for Navi, as they are looking to stay alive in the Gulag.
So far, this point could potentially be the last one, but both teams are fighting at their peaks in here. I just saw the Vice using the death machine, trying to survive inside of the objective. He gets pushed over and killed. Once more is going to be under control for Navi, who gets yet another kill. Amazing job. They only need 12 points, and they are under control. Everything is given for them. You said that they want to win the Gulag, and so far they're doing it. But Moro with that triple kill, trying to get inside, gonna be stopped by Beery. The control is going to be for the side of Illuminati, so unfortunately for Navi, this is not gonna be over. And on top of that,
the
side of Illuminati, yeah, they are holding their spawns, and they are now trying to make a defense, but problem still continues to be the same. Navi only needs 4 more points.
Yeah, the only thing is Illuminati don't have a great hold of spawns. I say that Kike, the player that could have made the difference, actually going to be taken down. And we're going to see those spawns kind of be mixed. You see a little bit of Navi, a little bit of Illuminati, but that's all Navi on the point. Game number 1 on the back of a nail-biter, dude. We've seen so many hard points today. 2 of them, to be exact. So many. We've seen 2 back-to-back hard points come down to that last rotation. And both of those games ended 150 to 143. How much closer could that have gotten?
Literally the same points were on the first game. That's weird, but it is true. As I'm now taking a look at the leaderboard, there's yet again going to be a player with 30 plus kills. That is going to be Creed. 31 kills, 19 times that he got taken out. Amazing job for Creed, amazing job for Navi, and well, Illuminati were also close. They had the control for, I would say, like maybe halfway through the game, but then that P number, I think it was point number 5, maybe, that Navi held for like
44, yeah.
almost 60 seconds. That was a turning point for Navi.
That was a turning point. They were able to lift things up there on the P1 and P2 rotation. Let a little bit slip out of their hands on the back end of that P1, but recovered very nicely on that catwalk, and the spawns weren't set on that P3 rotation where, it was a little bit of a give and take for both teams. Obviously, Navi able to capitalize on some great map positioning, and that was partly, in fact, of how well this team was slaying out. You look at Creed, he is your Mobile Mayhem MVP for a reason. 31-19. Showed up and showed out, and that's exactly what I was expecting from him. So you made a choice earlier to spectate him. I was all on board for that, as he is one of the most cracked players in EU, obviously earning that MVP title, also earning that legendary status. I mean, that just reset a few days ago, right?
Absolutely. There's only so many players with legendary. Of course, Creed is going to be one of those. You said it perfectly. If not the best, he's got to be like at least top 5, top 10, Only few have been able to drop those numbers so consistently, so back to back to back, being able to do that for an entirety of a season, earning that MVP spot. Like, Creed definitely deserved it, and he is going to be popping off. And one of the main reasons, of course, that Navi ended up with victory and are going to be 1-0 against Illuminati. Illuminati already, both teams are in the gulag. They are both on the lower bracket. That means that, well, both Illuminati are one step away from turning out of the tournament, but at the same time, Navi one step closer to continue to be alive, to continue to have this dream.
Oh, you're absolutely right. We're going to see one sub out for the side of Illuminati. They know this next game is going to be crucial. Also, are we going to flip sides? Is that right? No, we're not going to flip sides. Uh-oh. So that's awkward. There we go. Viri recognized what was going on and leaves the lobby. Uh-oh. Is the overlay in-game on screen? Because it's not on my page. That's awkward.
Oh, is the what now?
I got to take a look at it, I think. Oh, I don't have it on loop. That's tough. All right, I was fiddling. It comes to find out that the actual emulator was good. It was actually the CPU from OBS. I had too many pages open and available, and I tried to, remove a few of them, and that alleviated some of the pressure. And CPU is on point. Emulator looked better. It looks like we're good to go. A day late and $1 short on Verdict's end. So, obviously, mistakes are made. We've all been there, but now it is a chance for these teams to fight it out now. This is the last opportunity for Illuminati to step up. They're going to have a great game, and they're going to have to do it on a search and destroy on firing range. Now, the bad thing is, the overlay did disappear, GG's. I did put it back on low, so we're good. The bad thing is, I've seen Moro play on this map, and I've looked at Moro in particular in the past to make sure that, games like this in clutch situations, I look to him to pick up the slack. I don't think he's going to do it on this map. I'm going to be honest with you. He's going to have a lot of support. He's not 100% one of the better snipers in firing range alone. I've seen him drop a few kills here and there, but I've never seen like an outstanding performance like, say, a standoff map or, one of those maps that you expect to see a sniper perform on. This one, however, is just not the one. So I'm going to be looking at him to see how he adjusts and if he's able to pick up the slack. But I am more going to be focused on Vengeance's play because he's going to be subbed in. And also, Kanoff and Ajax have been clutch too. And Device, obviously one of the better players in SND too. So this is a tough one to see.
Yeah, there's definitely a chance for Illuminati to try to at least even things out. But what I'm also curious about is if Miney is going to be using a shotgun. Like Miney just loves the shotguns. He doesn't really like place it at every game as he once did. But of course, is always an option, And although firing range, in my opinion, is not the best map, I've seen him multiple times just go off with that shorty, with that shotgun. Because there's an actual shorty, which, yeah, whatever. By the way, I wanted to ask anyone who may know, like, what's the deal with the nerf of the shorty? What is it that they changed for it? I'm not.
I think
not
it's
sure.
the range, if I'm not mistaken. The actual damage range is nerfed. That's to my knowledge, and I think the recoil was adjusted too. It may be a little less of a. I mean, it takes a little bit more skill to hit 2 shots in a row. Like used to, you could just pop, and everything be on point. Now I think it's more along the lines you got to get that 1 shot and it's done. So it's got to be a little closer. If I'm not mistaken, let chat be the ones to tell you they're probably a little more on it. But the way I've seen it being used is literally a 1 shot. And if you're able to successfully do that, you've got the kill. If not, it's significantly harder.
Well, so far in this round, Ajax is gonna take that kill into Kike. Miney is gonna be sniping, which is also something that he is well known for, and finds the kill onto the Vice. Miney picking up that first blood for the team. It's gonna even things out. A 4v4 is about to break through. I'm intrigued as to why Miney is gonna be pushing through A-long. The remaining of the team is on the other side of the map. Gandalf gets the kill into Creed. Donlai is going to be carrying the bomb, pushing towards that B-bomb. And, well, the side of Illuminati are definitely playing a defensive role. They maybe have realized that the bomb carrier may have been this way, and they just stick to the plan, stay where they're at, and wait for opponents to walk through. So far, that's worked out. 2 kills in their favor, and only 1 casualty against them.
Yeah, Illuminati doing a great job of being patient here. You've got the player advantage. No need to be aggressive in this sense. Hold fort down where you see fit. Now, the obvious push over to this B site that we see Moro actually covering this mid lane might be encountering very, very... Oh my god, I've said Moro isn't OP in this map, and sure enough, everything that I say is the opposite when we see these players play. So, finds that 1 shot on Viri. That's going to leave Miney and Don in a 2v4 scenario. Don going to try and get the bomb plant down, and he's going to be successful, but you see the players focus over here from Illuminati. They're going to be making... Illuminati. They're going to be making the long trek over from that B site, and they're only going to have to deal with 2 players. As soon as I say that, Don actually going to peek the A-long area. It is immediately spotted, and now 2 players from Na'Vi going to be making that rotation back in, holding it down 1 by 1. Miney finds 1, but he's got multiples there to deal with. Isn't going to be able to secure the shots. He's going to be taken down. Does find 1 before he drops, though.
Yeah, does get that kill done like alone. 10 seconds on the clock. The bomb starting to get the fuse. Doesn't matter too much. They get the kill nonetheless. The bomb is secured. And that is going to be the 1 lead for Illuminati. Exactly what they needed. And, well, that's a good step. But now they have to do it again. And if you think about the fact that, well, Na'Vi can, well, just try to find a couple of early kills and immediately plant the bomb. That could be really problematic for them and something that Illumina have to be cautious about. I see that on the A-long side, there's going to be the defense from the Vice securing this area with a sniper. There's in between those walls that you can see your opponents and actually secure that area while being safe at the same time. Barry takes the kill onto Ajax. First blood in favor of Na'Vi. That's exactly what I was talking about. And I see Moro being slightly aggressive. Is going to be in the middle of the map, potentially trying to catch an opponent. But Creed goes for the push. Creed taking the double. And that is going to be now a 5 versus 2. Gandalf and Device are going to try to defend themselves. But it's not going to be an easy task, and even less so if Barry takes that kill onto Gandalf.
Yeah, absolutely. A little bit more of a composed round here for Na'Vi. It was much needed. Granted, they don't need to win this game in order to move on. They have a Game 3 secured if they do happen to drop, but I know for a fact these guys don't want to see a Game 3. They want to close it out early. They don't want to give their opponents any hope. Giving this map to the guys over at Illuminati just means they have to try again and close things out. And, you've got an opportunity to make something happen here in game number 2, search and destroy. Firing range, a little bit of a rocky start for Na'Vi, but a well-composed round to follow it up with. So we're tied. We've got a close game here, and, we're going to see a little bit of the pushes towards A and B coming through. This time it's going to be the A-long area. They clear sites effectively, but look who's down there at the bottom of the screen. That's Device, and I'm sure he's got one more player. And oh, my God, Device almost had a collateral there. Oh, my God, he gets another one. Two for the guy on 60 MS device, but he is going to peek out a little prematurely, gets taken down. Ajax on the backside, actually going to be able to force back out of the American building. Vengeance going to be dropping. A good 2v2 now as the kills are going to come through in favor of Na'Vi even after that bomb plant. Oh, the push comes in. Kike well under control, and now Candoff is in a 1v2. Bombs down, 18 seconds left on the clock. Kike's going to spot him. Kike doesn't miss. That's going to be 4 for him, and a 2-1 lead for the guys over at Na'Vi.
Yeah, after that initial fight in the first round, Na'Vi has been able to just step it up 2 rounds in a row. Amazing job done. You know, at some point they definitely had the disadvantage player-wise, but at the end it worked in their favor. So far, doing an amazing job at stepping the kill or 2 at the beginning, but this time around the 2 initial frags are gonna be for both Device and Ajax. The bomb though is going to be planted by Kike, and that is 40 seconds now for Illuminati to try to defuse it. That snipe from Moro, that was just nasty. That's leaving only Beery and Miney alive. Miney finds the snipe onto Device. He's gonna be trying to defend this bomb. Through the smoke is gonna be quite tough, and that's why Miney decided to just leave that area. Gonna be approaching an aggressive roll, and is not gonna work out. Oof. He gets sniped by Moro with a close range fight. And I wanna drop something that I noticed from last round. Don has been struggling this game, you know? Although the team got 2 rounds already, Don has only been able to find 1 single kill in the entirety of this game.
Yeah, and I know Na'Vi is trying to adjust to that because Don is usually one of those players you can almost guarantee carries at any regard, you know, whether it be objective or rather it be in kills. Right now, they're not getting that presence in the objective. Vengeance actually going to drop early at the hands of himself. I'm not 100% sure what the case was. Hopefully someone can clarify. Obviously, it's not a DQ because it's Search or Destroy. He has no benefit of dropping himself. And Na'Vi, again, recomposing themselves, delivering another decent round so far. They've got 2 players left to deal with. They're going to go ahead and push this bomb down. But Device looking to find the shots up top. Candoff finding one in the background is going to be in a compromised position, and so is Don. Don now going to be able to clutch it up, and he's going to pick up 2 kills that round. We mentioned his name last, and sure enough, he steps up and stands out that round. We're going to flip sides, the advantage in favor of Na'Vi, but still plenty of action left here. You know, we saw the same case yesterday, right, Gil? The defense, a little on point. Obviously, they had a few blunders, and Na'Vi were able to compose themselves and take a few rounds. But the attack on the standoff map was just not it. As a matter of fact, they got shut down by Gallant. Are we expecting that same style here, where they flip to the attack and everything just kind of crumbles?
Well, that would mean great news for Na'Vi, you know, now that they're defending. I'm not sure if that's going to be the case so far. A couple of kills are going to be traded in. I see that Barry is in the middle of the map, trying to be aggressive, trying to be on the up front. And unfortunately not going to be picking any kills just yet. The players that I see sort of close together are going to be Don and Candalf over at the other side of the map. Don with a Holger, with a Type 25, sorry, spots an enemy, but immediately realized that it was going to be risky. Goes for a different angle. He might actually get the kill into Candalf if he can position himself right enough. He's currently looking at the window. Candalf is no longer picking out. Barry finds the snipe, and that's the player advantage yet again for Na'Vi. That, I mean, I sort of feel like Na'Vi has not been too consistent. I mean, neither of the 2 teams have been too consistent on this game, right?
No. You're seeing a little bit of aggressive gameplay, and that's Na'Vi, you know, obviously having, you know, that frag ability, you know, able to thrive in events like this. And sure enough, Viri was that player who peeked up mid is actually going to get the drop. Look at where he's at. He's actually going to be on the backside of Moro. Gets that sit rep. Doesn't need it as he's already sounded off. Don in the back run finds one, but Moro going to get the trade. Moro up top is going to rotate right in front of Viri, but Viri spots him on the transition. Great positioning from him. And what looked like could have been a clutchable round for Illuminati is going to fall right through their hands on the back of some great comms, some great positioning there from Viri, and that is going to be an absolute clutch round, pushing them only 2 rounds away from the victory. And, you know, I'm hoping that Illuminati can compose themselves, but based off what we saw yesterday, it's not looking good already.
It is not looking good already losing. And the first game, and although it was pretty close, at the end of the day, you still lost that game for Illuminati. Moro finds the first blood. They are trying to go through A-Long, seems like. Although the bomb carrier is nowhere to be found, I feel like Ajax has been just left behind. He's in the middle of a 1 versus 2, and he cannot win those. Gets taken out. Now the bomb is on the ground. And with the most recent update, it's way easier for your allies to know where the bomb is at. Now Creed, though.
The enemy has the bomb.
Creed is going to be the only player alive for Navi. What felt like could have been a good start for Navi turned out to be disastrous, as they have lost most of their players. Now all of them are down. Kendall taking that kill, are going to be bringing the 4v3. But the disadvantage is still there. They gotta make sure that they don't lose any more. So far, it's not looking too hot, but the possibility of them winning is still there.
It is very much indeed. The life of this Illuminati team is going to be able to extend it after a much better attacking strat. As a matter of fact, I don't think they saw one round against the Gallant on the attack. As a matter of fact, things swapped over. They had the advantage 3-2, and that's where it halted 4 straight rounds in a row. This is not the case today. Navi playing a little too aggressively, tried to overtake that wood building, and they pay the price there. Viri going to continue to peek mid. No trades have been made for the guys over at Illuminati. One drop on their side. That's going to be Ajax. So Navi with the one-man advantage. You can see a little bit more of a conservative hold here. The approach is not as aggressive as we've been seeing on the defense. Oh my god, Viri. How does he get all the way out in the open there on that mid-truck and just takes one shot and gets the kill? Kandov finally returns the favor, but Kike able to find one in the back end. That's going to be a 4-2. These guys are left on their own, and Viri, not being any kind of forgiving, takes a one shot against Vengeance and absolutely laces them. Kandov's going to be dropped on the back alley portion, trying to make that rotation over towards the jungle site. This is Navi executing at their finest there. It's on the backs of a little bit of aggression, but a little bit more timed aggression. It's not everyone push to mid or everyone push through wood. 2 players go here, 2 players go there. No, it's a little more precise and a little bit more coordinated. So now we're looking at Illuminati. Can they extend this search a little further? Kike says hell no. He picks up 3 in the back alley. Make it 4. Krieg gonna find the last one. And before the round even got started, it gets shut down in a 6-3 fashion, similar to yesterday. Not 4 rounds in a row, but a little bit better of a performance there on the attacking side. Just not enough to edge out the Stage 4 champs of Navi.
And Navi was just completely done with this game. In a matter of, 20 or so seconds, they immediately take the kills needed to win the game, take it all home. And with a really, really good performance on the last 2 rounds specifically, although it was a bit shaky like we mentioned throughout the first half, after a little while, well, Navi was able to actually capitalize a bit better, taking the victory number 2 and, well, moving forward on this Meseeks Invitational from Europe.
You're absolutely right. Looking at a well-distributed post-Carnage report here. 9 kills for Kike. We saw 4 come through on the back end of that last round. That absolutely made his day. Obviously, he top frags and gets that MVP category. Creed, again, right there underneath him. So he has been very consistent on both the search and the hardpoint game modes. Looking forward to seeing how this team comes. They, one of my favorite teams in EU to cast. So, Moro, GG, I just saw you coming to chat. Absolutely loved the adjustments, and you had an opportunity to take this to a game 3 and slip it right through your hands. It's tough, but gotta say the shots were on point today. Love the effort in that match. Navi just, they're Stage 4 champs, and they're Stage 4 champs for a reason. So that's gonna bring us to a conclusion today. I'll get graphics and everything uploaded for tomorrow, and obviously we're gonna have a smoother day with players showing up as well as the emulator working now that I've figured out what the issue was. So GG's.
Yeah, GG's for sure. I think most of what had to be said has been said, and well, hopefully tomorrow we will get to see 3 I think tomorrow is 3. Are we going all the way up? No, it's only gonna be semifinals of the winners, and then the Gulag matches, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Well, it might be. It might. What we might do is we might do the two. Jesus, I'm not even sure. Nova and. Well, I don't know. I'll have to take a look
We'll
at
have
the
to figure
brackets.
that
Yeah,
out
we'll have to
and
figure it out. Yeah, we'll make a post on Twitter. Speaking of which, go ahead and drop the Meseeks Mobile Go channel a follow on Twitter as well as myself. You can find us easily there. And give Gil a shout out too, man. Gil on Twitter is absolutely killing it as well. So yours is Gilmania Live, right?
yes.
There we go. It's at the bottom, dude. Look at these graphics, guys, on point. New assets. Who this? Yeah, they are
Gilmania
OP, bro.
was taken. For some reason, like there's Gilmania taking for accounts that have been inactive for like years, and it's pretty annoying. Like,
Yeah, I know that. I know that feeling. I've been trying to switch my name over to just Verdict for the longest, and there's been an account on Trovo for like the past, I don't know, year and a half that has no followers, hasn't followed anybody. I've submitted the ticket. At any rate, hopefully I can get that taken care of. Nonetheless, we're bantering. We'll stop it here, and we'll pick up the action tomorrow, and we will guarantee you to see at least 3 matches. I'm not sure what the schedule is looking like, but when we get the information, we'll update you promptly. So, GG's to the teams. We'll see them tomorrow. GG's to you guys. You're the reason why we makes this happen. Huge shout out to Trovo, HyperX, JuJu Energy, and SXE Finger Sleeves. Use code Meseeks to check out. They're the ones that think as well. All right? We're going to get ready for a raid. Don't go anywhere. We're going to be back with some more action tomorrow.
impossible.